Hello to you and welcome to this video. Today we will be considering another topic of interest to diversity visa applicants, and it has to do with what comes after you have submitted your DS-260. So let's go into that. Everyone is aware that after you get selected in the diversity visa lottery, the next thing to do is to fill out and submit your DS-260. But remember, we said that you should consider your circumstances and not rush into submitting the form. Now, after you do that, what do you do next? In recent years, after submitting your DS-260, you were also required to submit a list of supporting documents to KCC. But that is not always the case. Depending on what the State Department decides for a particular year, you may or may not be requested to submit supporting documents to KCC. So if submitting supporting documents to KCC is a requirement that applies during your program year, then after submitting your DS-260, you will have to submit your supporting documents. But in case submitting supporting documents to KCC is not a requirement during your program year, then after submitting your DS-260, your next line of action will be to turn your attention to the Visa Bulletin. Remember that we said after the diversity visa lottery results are released in the month of May, and you see that you were selected, the Visa Bulletin that is published in that month of May does not concern interviews for your program. The one that is published in the month of June does not concern interviews for your program. Neither does the one that is published in the month of July. It is from the month of August that the Visa Bulletin is going to show information regarding interviews for your program. And so that is when you have to begin to follow the Visa Bulletin if you are selected from the results published in the month of May. It is the Visa Bulletin that will tell you when your diversity visa interview is supposed to be scheduled. When you see from the Visa Bulletin that your case number has become current, then it means that there is a visa number available for you, and that is when your diversity visa interview is actually supposed to be scheduled. Now, how do you know when your case number is current? Every month, the Visa Bulletin shows a number for each region. We refer to that number as the cutoff number for that region for that month. So when you see that the cutoff number for your region for a given month is higher than your case number, then your case number is current for that month, and it means that it is in that month that you are supposed to be scheduled for your diversity visa interview. And that is for cases that submit their DS-260 before their case number becomes current in the Visa Bulletin. But there are cases when the applicants have not yet submitted their DS-260, but the Visa Bulletin shows that their case number has become current. In such a case, there will be a visa number available for such applicants, but their visa interview will not be scheduled because they have not yet met the necessary requirement, which is the submission of their DS-260, and in cases where they are required to submit documents, the submission of their documents. So let's understand it this way. If you submit your DS-260 and possibly your documents before your case number becomes current, then you will have to wait for your case number to become current in order for you to be scheduled for interview. Let us say your case number is 7,200 in the Africa region, and you check the Visa Bulletin in the month of August. you will realize that there's information for the month of September and the month of October. The month of September concerns the previous program. So it is the information that relates to the month of October, which is the first information concerning your program that you are going to turn your attention to. And you see that the cutoff number that applies to the region of Africa in the month of October is 2,500. It means that you cannot be scheduled in the month of October because the cutoff number is lower than your case number. So you will have to wait until the Visa Bulletin is published in the month of September, when it will be showing information for both October and November. And then you look at the information that pertains to the month of November. If the cutoff number for the Africa region is, say, 5,000, you will still not expect to be scheduled in the month of November. So you will have to follow again for the month of December. And the Visa Bulletin that will show information for the month of December will be released in the month of October. So let us say that the cutoff number that is shown for the month of December is 8,000. Because that cutoff number is higher than your case number of 7,200, it means that it is in the month of December that you can expect to be scheduled for interview. But on the other hand, if you do not submit and your case number becomes current, you will have to submit before you can expect to be scheduled for interview. Let us refer to our example. You saw that your case number will be current for the month of December, but up until December, you have not yet submitted your DS-260. You submit the form after December. So when you submit after December, that is when the form will be processed and your interview is expected to be scheduled along with the next batch of interviews, because your case number has been current since the month of December. So that is how things are after you submit your DS-260. Now, I must mention that for the past 3 years, things have not worked in that way. And we have said that a lot of times that it was due to the effects of COVID-19. And that is why I asked DV 2023 applicants not to apply the experience from the past 3 years to their program, because their program is expected to be a normal program as compared to what we experienced during the last 3 years. And so that is all we have in today's discussion. Thanks for watching the video. Now, if you are aware of others who are in need of diversity visa information, share these videos with them. I guess they are going to find them helpful. And if you have questions, as usual, leave them in the comment area below, and I will see you, God willing, in the next video. Goodbye.